Alright guys, I'm back and this is my WWE Raw review for the 25th or the 11th, 2013. I thought this Raw was a pretty good show this week. I didn't think it was a bad show like it was last week, and I didn't think it was a bad show this week. Obviously you built up some feuds for TLC. It kind of looks like we're probably going to have the Shield versus Goldust and Cody and Rey Mysterio at TLC. They built up that match tonight. They built up Roman Reigns quite a lot in this on Raw tonight. They featured him quite a lot on Raw with him spearing Goldust and Cody. So I'm going to get into this Raw. So we open up Raw this week with a segment. We open up Raw this week with the Authority and Orton coming out. Well, Orton comes out first. He said he calls out the Authority. Then he says that he didn't need the Authority's help last. Well, wait a minute. Triple H says that he knew Orton was the future 10 years ago. He said, Stephanie says that she motivated him last week. Triple H says that. Wait a minute. Stephanie said that she motivated Orton last week. Then Orton said that he didn't need the Authority at ringside last night. And then he says that he's the greatest champion of all time. Says he's the greatest superstar of all time in the 50 years of WWE. Then he said that nobody can beat him. Then Cena comes out like usual and hogs the spotlight. Every week it's Orton. It's like Orton and Cena just love hogging the spotlight to me. I hate when people hog the spotlight. It always happens with Hulk Hogan, Sting in TNA, when they just like hogging opening segments, and I hate that. So he comes out. He says that the people are tired of him being in the world title scene. Well, aren't you tired of you as well, Cena being in the world title scene? I am sick of you getting shoved down our throats all the time. You and Orton are always shoved down our throats, and we don't like it. So you should, WWE creative should listen. People want Bryan and Punk and guys like Dolph and guys like Dean Ambrose. They want them as world champion. They don't want Cena and Orton down our throats for 5 years or freaking 10 years. So anyway, Cena says that there can only be one true champion, and he said that the only thing one true champion in WWE. He said this feud's been 11 years in the making, and Triple H says that TLC is going to be Cena defending his world title. Against Randy Orton in the TLC match. It's going to be title for title. It's going to be Cena defending his world title and Orton defending his world title in the same match. And he said that there's going to be one champion. So I guess that they're going to they're going to get rid of the world title, which is good. I mean, it hasn't been relevant since the days of Mark Henry holding it. So I mean, he's lost a lot of credibility, that world title. I don't think that title, in my opinion, that title was very. I mean, when Randy Orton was on SmackDown months ago with this feud with Bryan, he was always the main event. It was never the world title. So having one major title again, like they did in the Attitude Era, is something good, because at least then you can just focus on one main championship and focus on the rest of Europe card. Because that's the problem with WWE, that they have too many titles, and in my opinion they forget about the rest of the titles, like the US title and the IC title. So if you have just one main title, that's good for me. So the first match tonight was a 6-man tag match, a rematch from Survivor Series. It was Goldust and Cody and Rey versus the Shield. This was a real good match here, a real good way to open up. This is a real good way to open up Raw. You got Raw going off, got Raw starting off on a high note. Sorry. So Cody hits a death kick on Reigns. Then Cody tries to go for wait a minute. Then Rey tries to go for 619 on Rollins, but then Reigns comes in, spears the hell out of Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio sold it very well with spear. Then Goldust comes in to try to take Reigns out the ring. Then Roman Reigns spears Goldust, pretty good. Then at the end of the match, Cody throws Roman Reigns out of the ring. Then he's trying to hit a crossroads on Rollins, but Dean Ambrose hits. Dean Ambrose is the legal man. Well, I think he is anyway. Hits the power driver DDT move on the hits a power driver DDT move for the win. So the Shield go over here. So we can't look at TLC. These two teams are going to face off again. which I'm okay with. They put on a great match tonight, last night. So if they're gonna have another match at TLC, good for me. Then we see a segment. Miz is hosting Miz TV. His guest is supposed to be Michael Stranham, some guy who does this breakfast TV show with Kelly. I don't know. I don't watch much reality TV, but anyway, he's like whatever. Then Titus, well, Miz calls him out. Then Titus dresses up as him, marks him a bit, has like this gap in his tooth and stuff like that. Just dresses like him. Then Miz tries to get some heel heat here, and Miz gets some cheap heel heat here. He actually trashes the Super Bowl. He says something about the Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't watch football, so I don't know. Something about the Long Island. I don't know. It was trashing Long Island anyway. Then then Michael does come out. He says that he comes out. He challenges. He challenges Miz to hit him with a. Miz says he's gonna hit him with a wrestling move. Then Miz says Miz wants. Michael says that. Miz says he's gonna hit Michael with a. So the Miz and Titus try to hit a hip toss on Michael, but he don't get to do it. So they cannot pick him up. So Michael hip tosses the Miz, which was awesome, and hip tosses Titus after. Then after they just did $1 million dance. So this was just kind of a bit of comedy. Second match of the night was a tag team match: Henry and Big E versus Axel and Ryback. This was a short match here. Ryback hits a splash. Then Big E gets a hot tag. Then Mark Henry hits a World Strong Slam for the win. It was an okay match. Bold Mark Henry. Then we get the third match of the night is Team Total Divas versus Team AJ, a rematch from Survivor Series last night, well, from Sunday. And guess who? You know what made me happy in this match? Eva Marie got booed. Yes. Eva Marie got booed. Yes. People are realizing how much she uses people on Total Divas, and that's a good thing. That people are realizing how selfish she is. But like I said, and then you know one thing in this match that pissed me off, that why did JoJo pin Alicia Fox? A talented wrestler like Alicia Fox, and she gets pinned by a little girl? Are you serious? Really? What was the reason behind this? But anyway, the final. So it comes down to the final people in this match are AJ and Summer Rae, and for the Total Divas it's the Bellas and Eva Marie. That woman just cannot stand that woman, Eva Marie. But like I said, the Bellas eliminate AJ. Then it's just down to Summer Rae. Summer Rae tries to do the worm, but then they laugh at her. Then one of the Bellas hit Torture Rack for the win. That was it. Then the fourth match tonight was a hardcore match. The fans could vote on the WWE app what the steps could be. The steps were like a street fight, I think a brawl, something like that. I wasn't really reading the steps, but this was a good match here. I thought this was this was a real good match here. And one part of this match I really liked was Sandow is picking up Dolph to throw him over the barricade, and he says to Dolph, "Let's go, show off." Throws him over the barricade. That's kind of funny. I actually did like that line. It's pretty funny. Then Dolph puts a trash can over Sandow's head, then drop kicks him. Then Sandow hits the elbow of the stain. Then Dolph runs cross under the ring, gets the fire extinguisher and sprays him in the face. Then Dolph tries to go for the zigzag. Then Sandow counts that into the "You're welcome" for the win. It was a good match here, and kind of looks like these two are going to feud now. Kind of looks like Sandow and Dolph are going into a feud now, which is good. And glad that they're not just getting buried and just driving to the stars, which is good. Then we get a segment. Santino is talking to Michael Strauston, you know. Then Eric Rowan comes up. He says that. Eric Rowan comes up and gives him a sheet mask, and they both have this stare down in sheet masks. It was kind of weird. Then we see a segment. Renee's trying to interview Punk and D-Ryan, but they cut the wrong little promos. Punk says that Punk says that they will get their hands on the Wyatt family tonight. Bryan says that they're going to start the Wyatt family tonight. It was an okay promo. They were saying something about it's best versus the Beard. Bryan was just saying yes, stuff like that. This match tonight was a 2-on-3 handicap match. It was Punk and Bryan versus the Wyatt family. Really good match here, but sorry about this, guys. One part of this match I didn't like was when the ref just threw it out. He said he just banged the bell. It just didn't make any sense. Punk hits a suicide dive on Harper. Then Bryan tries to put Harper in the yes lock. He does. Then the Bray and Rowan, they attack Bryan. So the ref throws it out. So the ref throws the match out because he cannot control the match anymore. Then the Wyatts continue to attack Bryan and Punk. Then the Shield come down, hit a triple powerbomb on Punk, and that was it. So it kind of looks like this feud is going to continue, which is great. I'm hoping this feud between the Wyatt family and Bryan and Punk continues going into the Royal Rumble. Sixth match tonight was Kofi vs Miz, a rematch from the pre-show on Sunday. Miz wins by roll-up. Miz wins by roll-up, and the crowd were dead. Yeah, the crowd was dead, so nobody really cared about Miz. And then, then we see Mick Foley selling WWE merchandise. This was awesome. I actually enjoyed this. And it was the three faces of the Foley. This was great. We had him as normal Mick Foley, Dude Love. We had him as Cactus Jack, Dude Love, Mankind. That is right. The Mankind character came back, and he was great. He was saying, "Get this John Cena." He was like, "I like that Mankind character. That was pretty good." Coming back. The seventh match tonight was Xavier Woods versus Heath Slater. Short match here. Xavier Woods hits Eat Defeat for the win. After R-Truth and the Funkadactyls dance with Xavier Woods. It kind of looks like the probably reforming Consequences Creed again. Because remember, if you guys remember in TNA, it was Jay Lethal and R-Truth and Xavier Woods as a trio as called the Consequences Creed. So it's reforming that tag team again without Jay Lethal. So that's pretty good. I did like that tag team. And then we see a segment, Michael Straussman, you know, the guy who's on the Miz TV segment. He tells Cena he's going to watch his match tonight. Then the main event is the 8th match tonight is Del Rio and Orton versus Cena and Big Show. Big Show just slaps Del Rio's chest. Then Big Show super kicks Big Show in the face. Then Big Show makes a hot tag. Then Del Rio gets hit with the AA. Cena and Big Show get the win. After the match, Del Rio tries to attack Cena, but he gets hit with another AA. Then Orton comes in, hits Cena with the WWE title, then gets Cena's world title and holds them both up. He holds them over his head, and that's how we ended Raw. So Raw overall, I thought Raw was okay this week. There was some feuds with TLC, but apart from that, it was just kind of a bit of a comedy. It was kind of a okay show. A lot of kind of goofy stuff backstage, but it was okay, I guess. So that's my WWE Raw review for the 25th of 2013. What do you guys think about this show? Leave your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching, guys. Brag out.